I'm Charlie for All Outdoors Guide, and this is the Mystery Ranch Glacier. This is a 70-liter backpacking pack, and it's really specifically designed for carrying heavy loads. So before we talk about anything else, let's just talk about some of the features that this pack has, because it has a boatload. It's enough that I'll probably miss a few, but let's try for it. Okay, so starting with the top, on the top we've got this hood here that you can see. This has two separate pockets where you can store stuff. So there's one here on the front with this nice zipper, big pocket where you could store some food you need to get out easily, some gear you need to get out easily, keep that up there. And there's another one on the other side here. Now this is adjustable. See, we've got these straps here. So if you wanted to bring it up higher, strap a rope under there, for example, you could do that. It's also adjustable from this side. So you can lift it up from both sides, and it's completely removable as well. So if you want to, you don't need the top. You've had enough of the. You want to cut a little weight out of your pack. You just pop those off, boom, and you can unstrap this right there, and the top comes off entirely. Now I don't want to do. I want to keep it on, so I'm not gonna undo that last strap, but you can. And it's pretty easy to do. Moving down, one of the sort of unique features to this Mystery Ranch pack are these two pockets on the back of the pack here, which they call torpedo pockets. So these are, open it so it's a little easier to see. So this is like a long, thin pocket that's not part. This isn't access to the main compartment of the backpack. This is a separate pocket on the front, and there's another one over here, same deal. So these are great places to store like some technical gear that you might need access to while you're backpacking. You don't want to have to dig all the way into the pack to grab your whatever it might be, maybe your climbing shoes, your crampons. You could certainly fit in here. There's so many things that you could fit in there. So that just gives you a lot of cool options. The main compartment of the pack, we should probably talk about that, so I'll take this off, or take the top off and fold it back a little bit. The main compartment of the pack is a top-loading pack, like most backpacks are. So you've got this, and this really opens up. I've got it strapped a little bit tight with the side straps now, but it really opens up into this huge cavernous interior that fits a ton. So for example, what's in here right now, I've got a pretty thick blanket. It's probably going to take up more space than any sleeping bag. And then on top of that, I've got several weights, and then I've got milk containers, and there's still a ton of space left even after that. There's 60 pounds of weight in here, and it's probably maybe half full. So really, really, really large space. There is a nice little pocket in there for your hydration bladder if you have that, or if not, obviously you can put anything in there that you want to sort of keep to the side. So that's the interior of the pack. And there is also there's actually some straps in there as well. If you need to strap something, there's a little thing you could clip your keys to if you wanted to. So you've got all kinds of options going on there. Now, returning back to the back of the pack, another feature you can see here, we've got this daisy chain going down the front, so really, really easy to strap anything that you want onto the pack. We've also, of course, have two ice tool loops, and you've got this cord up here, so it's easy to clip the tops in up there, so it's really easy to attach your ice tools, your ice axes. On the bottom here, we've got another set of straps that would be easy to clip things into, and we've got more straps here you could also clip things into, or compression straps you could strap things on. You've got a bottom access pack, or a bottom access zipper to the main compartment here. So I've got this sealed up right now, but you can open that up and you can get into your sleeping, like you could put your sleeping bag down there or whatever, so you can easily get your sleeping bag out from the bottom of your pack without having to unpack the whole thing. If you want to get something out of the middle of the pack without unpacking the entire pack, there is also a side zipper. So you can also unzip this, and you can get at what's inside the pack from the side without having to open the top, without having to unpack everything. So really, there's a whole bunch of different ways you can access the stuff that you've got stored in this pack. Okay, and while we're talking about the sides, obviously there is a water bottle holder over here with a nice little clip for whatever you want. There is the same exact thing on the other side, and then on both sides you have these compression straps as well. And of course these are tightenable and loosenable. So there's two up on the top, and then another two on the bottom here. So you can, and that's true on both sides. So whatever you might want to strap to the sides, you can compress in there really, really well, regardless of what it is. Really, in terms of the exterior of this pack and strapping things, there is no chance that you are going to have something you want to strap onto the pack, but you don't have a spot for it to go on the pack. It's just not possible. It's not going to happen. So in terms of features, the most important thing on this pack is this. And this is an internal frame pack, and this is the yoke. Now this comes in, I think, 6 different sizes for men and 4 different sizes for women. You're still going to pick a size that is right for you, but once you've picked the size that's right for you, you can customize your fit even further with this yoke, which is Velcroed. You can hear that back there. And so you can actually unstrap the entire thing and shift this up and down a little bit to make a completely perfect fit for your body. Now, I'm not going to remove it because I got mine nice and dialed in. Don't want to mess with it anymore. But, so in addition to sizing the pack, and you will buy the correct size for your body, you will also have the ability to customize that fit even further. And as you can see probably down here on the bottom, we've got a really, really thick, really solid hip belt. It's really quite padded and that can hold a ton of weight. So, that's the features. Now, what's the point of this pack? The entire idea behind this pack is to make a pack that can carry heavy weight comfortably over long durations. So you've got a lot of comfort and a lot of customizability in the fit, and in my experience, this pack carries heavy weight really surprisingly well. So when I was doing my mountain training before I got this pack, I was doing about 50 pounds in just an old EMS pack that I had. And I found that even after like 1,000 feet of elevation gain, really my limitation wasn't my fitness, it was that my shoulders and my back would really start to hurt because the pack just wasn't that good at carrying that much weight. This pack, I can put 60 pounds, I've got more than 60 pounds in here right now, and I can carry this up and down a hill. The only limitation is my fitness. It's not how much pain can I suffer. So, what's the downside? And there are really only 2 downsides to this pack, in my opinion. It's pretty much a perfect pack except for 2 things. One is that it's pretty heavy. That's because this is 500D Cordura fabric, so it's pretty thick. And as you can see, there's like a million straps on here. The straps are very, very bomber. You've got these really beefy, thick YKK zippers, also super bomber. So it's really, 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 really durable. I think that if I got hit by a truck, the pack would, and I was wearing this, the pack would probably be fine. I might be in the hospital, the pack is going to be fine. So the downside of that is that it's heavy compared to other, there's no such thing as a super, super, super light 70-liter pack. But you can get, there are options, like the Mountain Hardwear South Call 70-liter pack is almost 2 pounds lighter than this. Osprey Aether 70 is about 1 pound lighter than this. So this is almost 6 full pounds in a men's medium. Obviously it varies depending on the sizes. But you can definitely find lighter options than this. Now, are they going to be as durable as this? I don't think so. Are they going to be as comfortable carrying heavy weight? Maybe. I haven't tested all of them, but I would say in my experience, probably not. This is the most comfortable pack I've ever worn in terms of carrying heavy weight. Really, really, really impressed by that. And that's what it's designed to do. The other downside of this pack is the price, and it is hefty. It depends a little bit on where you look, but unless you find an incredible deal, this is probably going to be more expensive than most of the other options that you're looking at for a 70-liter pack. And whether or not that's right for you depends a little bit on your budget, and it also depends a little bit on your philosophy. Personally, my philosophy is that I would rather spend more money up front to have something durable that I can keep for a long time. And I think this backpack is going to meet that requirement. I think that this is going to hold its value pretty well if you're thinking it's something you might want to resell at some point in the future. And if you're just thinking, I want to have a pack that lasts forever, I think this is going to do that too. So it costs a good bit more upfront potentially than some of your other options, but you're not going to have to replace it in 2 years or 5 years or possibly even 10 or 20 years, you know, unless you want to. So is this the right pack for you? I think that depends. If you need an ultralight pack, obviously this isn't the right option for you. Now that said, I've found that I don't mind the fact that it weighs an extra pound or two compared to some of its competitors because it carries weight much more comfortably. So it doesn't, you know, when I have 60 pounds in here, it feels more comfortable than when I had 50 pounds in that other pack. So for me, the weight's not a big deal, but if you're the ultralight purist who counts every gram, this isn't probably the best thing to do for you. And then there's the question of budget, and obviously that's a question only you can answer. Can this fit into your budget? But I think there is definitely an argument to be made for this being a great investment in the long run, precisely because it's so solid that it'll just absolutely last forever. So I'm gonna strap this on now, and you can see how it fits. You know, I could walk around like this for a long time, and in fact have and will continue to. So in conclusion, Mystery Ranch Glacier, really, really fantastic large capacity pack, especially if you're going to be carrying super heavy loads. Even if you're not carrying super heavy loads, if you're just carrying super bulky loads, you need that space. And even if you're not carrying super bulky loads all the time, you can kind of compress it down a little bit with the compression straps, make it into a little bit of a smaller pack. Really convenient features, really comfortable to wear, really, really, really bomber. I don't know what more you want out of your backpack. It's great. Strongly, strongly, strongly recommend.